I am JVS SHYAM, a proud student of Pinnacle 2-year integrated program at Hyderabad. I have come to know about FIGI in my 8th class when for the first time I have written my FTRE, and later on in 10th class I was the zonal topper and also the topper for maths in FTRE. So that was the first encouragement for me. That was the first time when I started considering FIGI as a serious option for my plus 1 and plus 2. Once I joined FIGI, initially I was having an apprehension of what kind of institute that is and how the teachers would be, how my friends would be, all those things. But later on when I joined there, I found out that those teachers were really very good. They were very friendly, and the staff, everyone there, starting from my friends, my teachers, and I felt as if it was like a second home. It was like just like a second family for me, and the teaching there is simply awesome. Those teachers are just not good at solving problems, but also they are very strong in concepts. And there's a very healthy environment in our classroom, which always prompted me, like it encouraged me to give the answer to a question put before me, before anyone else. So that gives a lot of immense pleasure when you answer a question much before others answer. So that is encouragement, and the main reason which can make a person get a good rank in IIT is passion. Everything else follows from passion. Passion only can give you the boost to go forward. Many times in between these 2 years we feel, oh, there's so much to read, when to start, where to end, but at that time only this is the only fuel which can take you forward. And that passion was fueled by my teachers and the team of FIGI. I am in fact happy to say that even I could get selection in many of the Olympiads because of FIGI. Like I was the state first in AP AMT, and I was selected in the final level for AMTI. I've got 7th rank, All India 7th rank in the KVPY final stage. I've been selected for RMO, the first stage of Physics Olympiad, National Standard Examination in Physics, and as well as Astronomy. So I'm quite happy. What else does a student want? A student wants achievements. Only an achieving person can get the passion to go towards his goal. So that I've always found. And the main reason for me joining in FIGI is FIGI provides a totally stress-free environment. An environment in which you can focus. You don't have any pressure on you of what to read and what not to read. You are not forced to read something. You have an open study schedule, and your ideas are always welcome in the classroom. Teachers always, they give opportunities and chances to teach a topic of our interest on the board, and recognize the talent, recognize the good student. That has always been there. And the material, FIGI material, it's very great. It's great. Just those workbooks and modules which you have got, and theory packages. They are good both in theory as well as problems. To practice them, that is simply sufficient for IIT. At times you may read other books, but it is good to restrain yourself to reading a less number of books, because that creates confusion. There are many boggling things in your mind which may get your concepts wrong. So try to focus on a specialized study material, which with FIGI's one is quite good for that. They have good test series called All India Test Series that is held throughout the country, and many students write it. You get to know your rank potential index because of that. That will give you an idea of where you stand, at what level you stand in the country. So tests help you in 2 ways. First thing is they can encourage you if your performance is good, and if your performance is not so good, they will caution you of where you are wrong and where you are right. So it gives a proper analysis. Analysis of a test is very much important. Writing a test just itself won't be of any use. So FIGI's analysis of tests, paper discussion classes were superb. So that is where I like FIGI. When I say success, it shouldn't completely mean the institute, because success, as said, is 99% inspiration and 1% perspiration. So you can have a good institute, but still you may not perform well. The reason for this is you don't have the thrust, you don't have the passion. So the passion is very much required for you to go towards your goal. And if your passion and ambition become a vehicle, a good institute should turn as its fuel. So FIGI in my case worked well. it doesn't mean that if you join FITG you have to get a good result, because FITG is an awesome institute, there is no question of it, but then you should have an interest in your heart, you should have a true desire, because if there is no desire, no one can propel you, it should come from within, the thing of achieving your target. So, and regarding IIT, see, IIT JEE is a single day exam, so all people have apprehensions that okay, we have read for 3-4 years and now all of a sudden it's just a single day performance. Everyone is going to have a tension on that day, that's unavoidable, but the person who overcomes it better will succeed better. So for that you need to have a calm mind. Of course you will have lot of worries, lot of thoughts, you see the people around you, but still you should be cool. And it is like the only thing which fear is the fear factor of IIT is the uncertainty of the performance which you have on that day. So you have to overcome that uncertainty by an ample amount of practice, knowledge and concept. That is perfectly provided by FITG. So as a student you are supposed to have all the qualities that a student must possess, and as an institute FITG is good. So I would rather say that it is said that a genius is 90% perspiration and 10% inspiration. So of course you have to do hard work, it should be 9:1 ratio, but yes, it shouldn't be just hard work, you have to do smart work. You have to organize everything, you have to take into consideration your time which you have and what you have to read, how much is there pending, in which areas you are weak and in which you are strong. You have to keep all those things in mind when you are preparing. In coming to the final day of IIT JEE, I would say that the main fear factor which is there on that day is we have been preparing for 4 years, and it is like a final day, it is a day which judges you in a single day. It's like judging your talent in a single day. Regarding that, there is an uncertainty of how we perform on that day. The main aim to get a good rank is to counter that uncertainty, which can come only from good amount of practice. In my journey of success, if passion and ambition are my vehicle, then FITG is the fuel.